Hi, I'm Camilla Blossom, and we're at a time now on Gaia, Mother Earth, where we are really called to anchor a new consciousness onto this planet through our work with the land, the waters, and each other, and also how we co-create consciously in relationship with the seen and unseen spirits of nature. So my work going back, I guess 30 years probably now, has been deeply involved in working with nature, um, connecting with the spirit of nature through creating flower essences, working with the spirits of the trees, um, entering and working in the fairy realms and with the she, working with the grandmothers of creation, and being of service to Gaia. So I wanted to share a little bit more about my journey. I do have a course coming up in September that begins. It's my in-depth course, and it's called Gaia's Golden Age Land Alchemy Training. And it's a beautiful opportunity to go deeper and to learn more how you can be a steward, a light worker, an earth keeper, a water keeper, an ambassador for the Fae on your lands where you live and also where you go, and in your work and service to this planet. And I know this time that we're in is a very powerful transition. So we're all kind of feeling like, what's next? What's new? The great mystery. And so part of this magic is really honoring that, but at the same time, taking steps forward each day or each moment or each insight to allow ourselves to fully blossom into the roles that we came to make. And so in my course, I do offer a lot of practices and protocols and skills and techniques and intuitive ways and nature rituals and things that I've been using for many years. A lot of my story is shared in my book, Sacred Spirits of Gaia, Co-Creating a New Earth with Fairies, Elementals, Ancestors, and Spirits of Land. And this will be a book we use in the course. And we'll also be working with flower essences and the spirits of plants, plant medicine. And this is Sacred Spirits of the Gorge, and it's 44 different flowers and places and their medicine and how to work with them for land and ourselves. So this has been my path for a long time, working with the plants. And then as I've worked with the plants and started making essences back in 2000, there was a lot of energy from the ancestors of the land and the fairy realms. And so as time went on, more and more, I began apprenticing with the elementals and even moving to Hawaii to be with the fire elementals and working with the earth elementals on land in Oregon, working with the water elementals, deeply traveling, doing ceremony for the waters. So I've had a lot of apprenticing directly from Gaia, from nature, from the plants, from the fairy realms, and all these beautiful spirits, and some people too. But I feel that doing this kind of shamanic work, this magical work, this work that is energy based, vibrational based, which is basically what everything is, that the more we can learn how to honor and be present and work with these energies, these frequencies, these spirits, these councils of nature, in nature, that want to work with us, the trees, the ancient ones, the trees and whales. So there's really lots of opportunities for amazing experiences like I've had for much of my life. So I really invite you to check out my program, the Gaia's Golden Age Land Alchemy Training. There's information on my website or below under camillablossom.com. And it's an opportunity to really work and learn energy clearing, harmonizing, and awakening the magic of land, how to tune into it, how to co-create with the energies, how to grow in this ascension process. And I know for me, this process has been incredibly beautiful, sometimes, well, very humbling, and also at times challenging, but I'm really loving sharing what I have learned with others, supporting others as they grow and blossom and share and come out of hiding. And that's really what my greatest joy is. And a little more about me, just as background, I call myself a medicine woman because I do work with the plant medicine and the flower essences, the grandmothers, ceremony, a lot of those ways through my own lineages, as well as opening to what the guidance is from spirit. Very intuitive, nurturing person. I come through the divine mother ray and work deeply with the grandmothers. I am grandmother Dearheart, and so I'm not a physical grandmother yet, but I consider myself, I am a crone. I've had my croning ceremony and consider myself a spiritual grandmother, leader in that way, an oracle. I also am a soul midwife, a land alchemist, a flower alchemist. I know there's lots of names and titles for these things that we try to pick for ourselves to create understanding for other people to get to know us. But I thought it'd be nice to come on here. Sometimes I find it helpful to have a conversation as much as we can with people. And if it is, I know it's a big commitment to do a 9-month program. If that feels like you'd like to learn more, I'm happy to have a conversation on the phone and see if you're a good fit for the program. I do tend to work with people who are more advanced or have more experience in working with journeying. I do a lot of journeying with my students, not shamanic drum or rattle so much, but meditative journeying to the different realms to work with the fairy realms or the grandmothers. So that's a very big part of my work. And what I lead, I also do a lot of rituals, sacred work, and sharing. I do share information, but I'd say I'm not a real informational teacher. I think it's better for us to absorb it by experiences, stories, the journeys, and some information or how to. But I think this being more of a mystery school is how I teach. That yes, it's about learning to work with land and as an earth keeper, water keeper, caretaker, but it's also a growth opportunity, an ascension, initiation, into your own self. I've been an energy healer for many years before I got into working with land. And so a lot of it is to support our healing as a human, but it's also bringing that work. And a lot of it can transfer into the work with the land and for Mother Earth. So I invite you to check that out. Check out my website. There's a whole page, lots of information. I'm also, if you hear this video before August 30th, I'm doing a free information call on the course, Gaia's Golden Age. And just for a moment about the Golden Age, we're really moving fast into a new age where we're working multidimensionally. We're working with 5D. We're inhabiting 5D, and sometimes straddling the 3, 4, 5D. And so this is an opportunity to really grow and learn how to be human at this time as well. So I hope that was helpful to learn a little more about me. And like I say, I'm happy to talk to anyone or email if you'd like to learn more. If this doesn't feel like what you're going towards right now, I do have a flower essence course that's really great. It's self-study, but we do meet as a group on Zoom, and it's been really fun. Really enjoy it. And you get to journey and learn about different essences. They all come in a magic kit. So you get this as part of the course. And then I also have some other courses. I have Sacred Earth Connection, which is more basic, all the foundational work with the grandmothers and how you would do earth-based work. And I also have a Patreon, and that's like a club where we get to hang out and talk about these things, do journeys, work with a lot of the same kind of energies. So I invite you to join me and really deepen that connection with the spirits, sacred spirits of Gaia, and your own path, and to shed what might be in the way of you fully expressing and feeling the joy of that. So thank you again. Take care.